NBC4 News starts now.
And now at 6, a teacher in Fontana caught on camera telling a student to repeat a racial slur. We want to thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Jonathan Gonzalez.
I'm Kathy Vara. Here's the latest right now at 6. That video going viral on social media. NBC4's Tracy Leong is live in Fontana at Sequoia Middle School where that video was taken. Tracy?
Kathy and Jonathan, the Fontana Unified School District called this an unfortunate exchange between a student and a teacher, and concerned parents say this is behavior that should never be tolerated, especially at a school.
You didn't say it. Why? You asked me how to spell it, so go ahead and pronounce it. Pronounce it after me.
The video was filmed by another student in the classroom. The Sequoia Middle School teacher can be seen standing in front of a student, encouraging the student to repeat the racial slur. The district did not identify the teacher or say whether they were disciplined. I spoke to a parent who lives across from the campus and had children who attended the middle school. He said this is unacceptable.
I don't think it's right for it to happen anywhere in the world, you know, especially what's going on now. And it's really too bad it happened right here across the street. But, you know, it shouldn't happen. I mean, teachers should have better sense, just like everybody else that's grown up, and not pick on little kids or use racial slurs.
Fontana Unified School District issued a statement saying, in part, while the use of the word was in connection to its use in a historical literary work, there was a lack of understanding regarding the emotional impact of using this word that it could have on our students. As a district, we take such incidents very seriously, and we are committed to ensuring that our learning environment is inclusive and welcoming for all students. The district says they do not tolerate any form of discrimination or prejudice, and they are planning to provide training for the staff and teachers to create a more respectful learning environment. The city of Fontana, along with community groups and the district, are planning a community roundtable. They will be inviting students and their families to discuss those inclusive actions. Reporting live in Fontana, Tracy Leong, NBC4 News.
And new here at 6, police have arrested a man for a stabbing that happened on a Metro train, one of 3 stabbings connected to Metro in just the past week. Police arrested Alex Garcia tonight, 2 days after they say he got into an argument with someone on the train and then slashed them in the stomach. The victim was able to get off the train and ask somebody for help. He is expected to survive, but police say they are still looking for 2 other suspects who stabbed people at the Westlake MacArthur Park station and the North Hollywood Metro station.
1 woman is dead, 6 others injured after a crash along Pacific Coast Highway. Police say a driver slammed into pedestrians and parked cars early this morning. NBC4's Lauren Coronado reports now from the scene.
You can see all of this debris left behind from that violent crash. An officer with the LAPD tells me a 32-year-old woman was hit and killed, and a 21-year-old man was arrested for felony DUI.
With all the debris here and wreckage, it was just like, yeah, a bit jarring to see.
Scattered metal and glass is all that's left from a deadly crash in Pacific Palisades. 2 cars thrown from the side of the road and onto the beach, removed by tow truck drivers. The mangled cars dangling from cables show the intensity of the crash.
A little unsettled. Accidents on PCH have a tendency to be pretty bad when they happen because everybody goes fast on this road.
Police say a 21-year-old driver arrested for felony DUI was traveling down PCH near Sunset around 12:45 early Saturday morning when he crashed into several pedestrians and cars parked on the shoulder. 3 people were sitting on rocks overlooking the ocean when they were hit. A 32-year-old woman died here. 2 other 32-year-old women and a 17-year-old boy were rushed to a nearby hospital. A community left shaken as they reflect on the tragic moments.
Heart goes out to the family of those people.
And it's not clear how those who were injured are doing right now. Reporting in Pacific Palisades, I'm Lauren Coronado, NBC4 News.
A gunman is still on the loose after shooting 3 teenagers at Dockweiler Beach last night. Police say it happened during a large party that was happening on the beach. They say a brawl broke out at some point in the crowd and someone opened fire. Officers then created a skirmish line to assist with all the crowd control there. All 3 victims were taken to the hospital. They are, though, expected to survive.
And there was a protest for safer streets in Boyle Heights today after a 13-year-old boy was severely injured in a hit and run. Joshua Mora was crossing the street last week when he was hit by a motorcyclist and lost his leg. Today's protest was organized by a group called Streets Are for Everyone. They say traffic safety measures in the area need to improve.
Los Angeles saw the largest amount of traffic violence in well over 20 years. That's 312 lives lost, over 1,700 people seriously injured, and tens of thousands more suffering.
The organization says Boyle Heights has had the highest number of traffic deaths over the past 5 years out of any LA neighborhood.
Well, a wild pursuit took over the streets of LA yesterday as police chased an attempted murder suspect. A dog was also thrown out of the car. That puppy was thrown out of the car inside a designer bag. Officers eventually found the dog, who was not injured. That's the good news. Police afterwards arrested 4 people and took that puppy back to the police station.
Animals started off their Easter celebration a little bit early in downtown LA.
It all happened on Olvera Street when Archbishop Jose Gomez leading the blessing of the animals to celebrate Holy Saturday. People lined up with their pets for the blessing. It's a tradition that was founded in the 1930s to help promote good health. When it started, the blessings were mostly for livestock, but has since expanded.
Looking live from our camera over Malibu. Evening now. Meteorologist Stephanie Omo has your first alert forecast.
It was a gorgeous day today, and it gets even warmer as we head into Easter Sunday. Right now, we're checking out the Mount Wilson camera overlooking the San Gabriel Valley, where we're seeing that sunset. And while temperatures right now in Altadena sitting at 75 degrees. So it was just a beautiful day. It gets, again, even warmer as we head into Sunday. 54 degrees right now in Big Bear, in the mid-70s in spots like San Bernardino on over into Ontario. Lower 70s in Riverside, 71 in West Covina, upper 70s in Lancaster, a whopping 74 there in Santa Clarita. The reason for this warm up, well, we could thank this big H high pressure system dominating the area. This is going to be the story as we head into Easter Sunday and Monday as well, allowing those temperatures to get even warmer. Up to the north, we do have a trough of low pressure that's bringing some wet weather across the Pacific Northwest, but thanks to this high pressure system, is blocking all that precipitation, so we will continue to enjoy that sunshine. As we check out the forecast for your Easter Sunday, mostly sunny for the coast. Temperatures are expected to warm up into the lower 70s, mid to upper 70s for the Basin and inland Orange County. Valleys and IE, plenty of sunshine. It gets even warmer, mid 80s, lower 80s for the high desert, and it's looking gorgeous for the mountain spots with those temperatures right around 67 degrees. That was a look at the forecast. We'll have another update coming up in just a little bit. For now, back over your way, Jonathan.
We'll see you soon, Stephanie. Thank you. New here at 6, a dramatic rescue all caught on camera. A hiker hoisted to safety after getting injured along a trail. This new video shows the LA Sheriff's Department helicopter pulling that hiker to safety today. We're still checking on how that hiker was injured and their condition. Also new at 6, police are searching for a missing teen in Castaic. 18-year-old Milton Nunez Jr. was last seen April 3rd on Hunstock Street. His family is worried he may hurt himself. Police say he has freckles on his cheeks and scars on his hands. Another controversial decision over abortion has now sparked a debate across the country. Yesterday, a federal judge in Texas invalidated the FDA's longtime approval of a chemical used in combination with another drug to terminate pregnancies up to 10 weeks. However, less than an hour later, a judge in Washington state issued a ruling in another case that contradicts the Texas ruling. Vice President Kamala Harris says she disagreed with the ban.
There is no question that the president and I are going to stand with the women of America and do everything we can to ensure that women have the ability to make decisions about their health care, their reproductive health care.
It could take several months before both cases are resolved, and they could even end up in front of the Supreme Court. Coming up, new FBI files released, what they reveal about the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Plus, what a neighborhood in Venice now looks like after encampments there were cleared away. Our I-team investigates. And instead of hopping around for eggs, try swimming for them. How some excited kids took part in all the fun. If you were driving along the 101 freeway near Thousand Oaks today, you might have seen these ducks waddling alongside your car. A group of ducks made their way into traffic. CHP was able to then stop traffic, thankfully, and put the ducklings into a box. Officers waited more than an hour to see if their mother duck would return, but no such luck. The ducklings are now in their new home with LA County Animal Services. They're so cute.
Very cute, very Easter-like, so great job.
A shooter is on the run after opening fire near a taco stand in Palmdale. It happened around 11 last night on 25th Street East. 2 people were injured as they were ordering food. There's still limited information on the suspect. Police have only said they are looking for a gray Honda.
We're learning a fire captain with the city of Riverside has passed away. Captain Tim Strack worked for the community for 28 years and served as the president of local firefighters union since 2002. He leaves behind his wife and 3 children. A memorial service will be held in the coming weeks to honor his life and legacy. Also new at 11, we are hearing from the 13-year-old boy who lost his leg during a hit and run. Joshua Mora was crossing the street Thursday when he was hit by a motorcycle. Surveillance video shows the motorcycle and the driver moments after the accident. Mora explains what happened and has a question for the driver.
Everything seemed fine at first because the car stopped and everything, and until I saw the motorcycle. Me thinking he was gonna stop for me, like halfway. Turns out once he got a little bit closer, he was speeding and he didn't stop. I wanted to say that why didn't he stop? Just to check if I was okay, but.
The family hopes the motorcyclist will turn himself in. Police say they're looking for a black motorcycle that likely has extensive damage from the crash.
Another horse has died at the Santa Anita racetrack this weekend after suffering injuries during yesterday's race. The 3-year-old colt, Beverly Vista, was euthanized after sustaining injuries what they said was unable to rehabilitate. This is now the 8th horse to die at Santa Anita this year. Santa Anita officials say they've made major improvements to horse safety. Though in 2019, 42 horses died after running at the racetrack. A 6-year-old boy was honored in Whittier this week for saving his mother's life.
Fabian Gomez received the award for calling 911 when his mother passed out. Fabian's mom says she felt ill and told Fabian to call 911. But before she could talk to anyone, she fell to the ground and passed out. Fabian quickly dialed 911, spoke to a dispatcher, saving his mom's life. And for many people, being honored by the city is a very cool recognition. But for Fabian, that wasn't what he cared about the most.
I don't care about being a hero. I just care about people.
Oh my God.
Amazing. The city of Whittier also called his mother and his grandmother's heroes for teaching Fabian how to correctly dial 111. So they absolutely did their part too.
Everyone's a winner in that family. They're all doing the right thing. What a sweet little boy.
What a cutie. Still ahead here at 11, SmackDown at SoFi. We'll put the wraps on WrestleMania with all the details of what went down. Coming up, a race to the finish line. LA marathoners and their fans waking up early for the long-awaited race.
And still ahead, a new kidnapping scam is on the rise, and it's frightening plenty of people. The phone number scammers are using that make it seem very real.